So here's something I still lose sleep over. My heart drops every time I think about it. It is a story that I've been trying to avoid for almost 5 years. Right, 7 plus 5 is 2, and we're in 2022, so yeah, 5 years almost. September 6, 2017, when this story takes place. And the reason I remembered about this was because I was on Newport Boulevard and I saw a driving school car, so a student driver, just drive by, and I walked on the other side of the city, or actually to the next city, down Irvine, and I just saw that same car just pull out, and it kind of reminded me of the times that I was taking driving lessons. I saw the car turning on, and then it got in the lane, and then the turn signal came on and was merging to the other lane, so I'm thinking maybe the instructor was having this person practice merging. And that kind of reminds me, I have the driver's license, but I just don't have a car, and I thought, well, if I ever finally get a car, then I'd probably have to take behind the wheel training again, but I don't have to worry about that driving test practical ever again. Or, well, the instructor said maybe when I get to be my grandfather's age, I'd have to take the behind the wheel practical test at the DMV again, but that's decades from now. But still, this is what often made me lose sleep quite a few times over the years, and it's a story that I've been trying to avoid and not want to look back into. During the driving test, I was doing everything perfect, everything smooth and flawless, just like my instructor taught me. And there's one point toward the end of the test where I did everything I was supposed to: signal, mirror, over the shoulder, and go. And all of a sudden, I heard the person doing my driving test say, "Okay, so what did you forget?" And I'm like, what's that? I did everything that I was supposed to do. I was reviewing, it's like I didn't forget anything. And he told me, "You forgot to look over your shoulder and see that bicyclist that was right there." And I'm like, I did look over my shoulder. I did see that bicyclist there. And he's like, "You did? I didn't see him." And now I'm starting to get a little panicked here, because I can't prove it. It's my word against his. But I guarantee I looked over my shoulder. I did everything flawless. And I said, I looked over my shoulder. So he took my word for it. He said, "Okay, I'm going to take your word for it." He counted up the points, the tallies, and somehow I passed the driving test. And it's a day I never want to look back because I was so nervous. So he kind of gave me a mini lecture as we were driving around back to the street where the DMV is on. And I remember concluding with, "I promise." And I parked in the DMV parking lot, and he said, "Okay, now go get your license." And I'm like, "Thank you so much, and thank you for your service," because I saw that he was an Air Force veteran. So I went in, and the rest is history. I got the license, but afterward, it's like my heart drops every time thinking about it, because if he wasn't as nice as he was, I don't know where I would be today. So happy driving to everybody. So anyway, after all the papers were given and signed and everything, my instructor who let me use his car and I were walking to the car, and as we were walking to the car, he's like, "Okay, who's driving?" I'm like, "I guess I will." So I was driving out of the DMV parking lot, and you know how there's a curve there, and if you don't pull out too far enough before you make the turn, the whole vehicle just drops. And I'm sure a lot of people might know what I'm talking about. And a few seconds of silence later, my instructor begins laughing and says, "Instant fail." It's like I just got the license. I stressed all throughout the driving test. I got the license, and I head out of the DMV, and I made an instant fail, or what would be an instant fail. But I learned a lot. The instructor was very kind, very nice, and he taught me a lot of other things. He also taught me another instant fail. You know, if the instructor has to tell you that the light is green, that's an instant fail. So just to let you know, if you're trying to get your permit and driving permit right now. Thanks to the varsity driving school car that's going around Costa Mesa, Newport Beach, you reminded me of something that I did not want to think of for a while. But I knew that I had to get the story off my chest one day. Notwithstanding this being a stressful story for me, probably a comedic story for you, I do got to say this because I'm kind of proud of it. And it's this: I'm probably the only person, or one of the only persons in the world, who could say that I got my driver's license on the 1-year anniversary of getting my learner's permit. I got my learner's permit September 6, 2016, and so I had a year to get the driver's license, and I got it on September 6, 2017, so right in the nick of time. I passed my learner's permit.
Birthday, you got it?
On your birthday.
Oh my gosh, I thought I'd never live to see this day. I thought I would never live to see this day. I'm gonna faint. Do you hear me?
I specifically chose not to put this on Facebook, not to divulge the secret on Facebook till after I showed you.